I have probably one of the strangest injuries that I've ever had. Basically fell over and injured my ribs here. I went through it a little bit in my last video. I'll go through it again now. It was basically just doing warm-up exercise and I fell over and it really hurts in here. I don't know if it's a rib, if it's the muscles between the ribs, but basically it's been painful for a long time. But I've already arranged a bunch of stuff this week, including a hit with a tennis influencer, an Instagrammer, basically. For a while now, we've been trying to arrange a hit for like the last year and a half. So I didn't want to cancel, so we're going to see what I can do. I'm going to meet up with them now. So let's get into it. Ready to go. Alright, do you want to introduce yourself for my channel?
Absolutely. Hey guys, so my name is Suyash, also known as Sush, and I have the channel Fifth Set Tennis.
Legendary channel.
Massive. Trying.
Last year and a half.
Yeah, it's done well, and
like 50k now, 60
on Insta around that.
Yeah.
Hopefully YouTube will pop up after this video.
But not sure about that.
Like I feel like my story is very different to a lot of the content creators because you're trying to go pro.
Yeah.
Felix is, you know, kind of to his credit, the first one to really, I think, put us on the scene.
Yeah, for sure.
Dudes like Sean, pro, they have weekly content. This is my side hustle. This is for fun. I don't do this full time. I have a day job.
Yeah.
You know, so I think I have a very different story.
Yeah.
And just trying to see if that resonates with people and doing my best to get out and make content.
Yeah, for sure. So today, I think we'll kind of test it out. I've spoke to the camera before, talking about what's going on here. So we'll hit a bit, I'll see how it feels, and then if it feels alright, we can hit quite a bit. If it's not, then I thought I could put you through some of the drills that I usually do and see how you fare in them.
I need desperate amounts of improvement on many areas of my game, so your work will be cut out for you. But yeah, let's give it a go. I don't have a mat.
I'm still feeling it on pretty much all my shots, backhand side. Anything to the left of my body is probably like 7, 8 out of 10. Anything on the right side of the body is like a 2 or 3. So not gonna be able to do much hitting for the rest of it, but I think we'll try and do some target exercises, hand feeding out the basket, and then I'll do some drills as well. So we'll get into that now. It is 1-1 in the target game. Time for the decider, the toughest challenge yet.
The drop shots.
The drop shots. We put the targets quite close.
There's no we in that. You picked those spots. I didn't pick those spots.
Yeah, true. So
those are hard drop shots.
They are hard drop shots. You're gonna have to really get the touch on it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go 4 inside, just back inside. Can't do it at the moment, but I'll feed 4 in the back ends for you.
Let's do it.
Let's see who takes the
win.
win.
Yeah, let's do this.
Next up, we'll do one more rally-based exercise just because it's starting to get a bit painful. So what we're going to do is a drill that you're going to tell us, aren't you? Yeah, it was your drill, wasn't it?
Yeah, so you're going to be in one corner, just in half court, only hitting forehands. You can move me anywhere, but I have to keep hitting back to you. So for me, it's like a cardio, and either forehands are going cross or backhands down the line.
Obviously, my footwork's a little bit limited today, just because every time I do like a big step, it like super hurts. So it's just about trying to feel, just understand the pain, and then get into it where I have an understanding of how long I really need to rest. But upshot is, it's not looking great, to be honest. Let's do a few with me at the net. Same exercise, so it'll make it a bit tougher for you because there'll be less time between shots. 4, 5, 6. Play the point. But I used to do that exercise with my coach as like a junior. We used to do it like every day, and we used to do it for like half an hour. He used to say like 20 sets, so 10 each side, and then we'd move on. If you had to describe the exercise in, I don't know, one sentence, how would you describe it?
It's like consistency through cardio is what that is, right?
Exactly, and like technique under pressure.
Yeah, because like you hit one good cross-court forehand.
Yeah.
And like by the time, especially if you've done a couple, you're tired. It's like you gotta, oh, now I gotta hit like a backhand down the line.
Yeah.
Then you dropped it short, like you're thinking so much.
Yeah.
It's easier in a match because you can hit it anywhere.
Yeah.
You can bail yourself out and go for easy one on the other side.
Yeah.
Here, there's no bailout.
Exactly.
Whether it's an easy or hard shot.
Yeah.
It has to go in that corner.
Yeah.
So it really tests you.
That's probably me done for actual hitting. So I think we just work a little bit on your backhand.
Let's do it.
All right, so obviously like there's so many tips you can be given.
Yeah.
And like not all of them are going to be best applied to you.
Yeah.
But two things that really helped me that I think might be able to help you as well is first trying to drive with that hip through the ball. I think sometimes you go like arm first, and then that's sometimes why you lose your body weight transfer a little bit.
Okay.
I think if you think about driving with the hip and then extending through the ball a little bit longer, then you might be able to get some better contacts on it. Obviously, this is all prefaced with you need to have a good contact point and be in the right position for the ball. But if you are in a good position, I think driving with the hip and extending through the shot a bit longer could help you quite a bit. That's nice. How are those feeling?
Even the two good ones came off here.
Yeah, a little bit on the top. When you watch the ball, are you just like staring blankly at the ball?
Probably.
So sometimes what I do is try and get my timing really good as I watch the seams of the ball. So like obviously when you're playing a match, you can't do that much because there's so much going on, you're trying to play the point. But in these type of drills here, to really get the focus, I focus heavily on seams of the ball. Some people like try to read the writing. I think watching seams of the ball just helps you pay the extra attention on it. That's nice. Good. Good. I mean, all those were clean. And I'd also almost say don't force it. Like, don't try and hit it hard.
Right.
Just let it go and just let the body weight transfer go through the ball and see if you get the power. Don't try and get the power. That's nice. Those last three look super calm and controlled. After those backhands there, we just had a little discussion and you're basically saying it was feeling better, but it generally feels better after you drill it for quite a long time.
Exactly.
So the trouble comes with the inconsistency, or like when you get a few forehands in a row, then it's a random backhand and you don't know when it's coming.
You're not expecting it, you're running to it. Whereas here I'm like, okay, I'm expecting it, or I missed one. Oh, that one I hit too hard, and then I adjust immediately. Whereas when you're in a point play or rally play, it's different. So even if we rallied cross court for a while, the first 2-3 minutes would be terrible. And then I'm actually okay. You never think, oh, this guy like struggles on the backhand.
Yeah.
Because I just get repetition. All I'm thinking is backhand. And the moment it's like forehand, backhand, serve, you're in a match setting, if that rhythm that day is off, then it just like never comes for the whole match. And then I'm like, oh, God.
And I think that's a really common thing that a lot of people struggle with.
Yeah,
especially on the backhand side. But a drill that I did a lot when I was younger, and my coaches did with me, was you'd have 4 shots, and most of them go to the forehand, but you don't know which one's going to the backhand.
Right.
So then you'd have, it could be 3 forehands, 1 backhand. The backhand could be straight away, then you have the 3 forehands.
Yeah.
So you're practicing that backhand without knowing when it's coming.
Right.
Would you be up for doing that now?
Yes, let's give it a go. We'll see how I fare.
Good. I love how simple your forehand is. It's like, it's a simple swing, but it just makes the timing so nice. Good. Right, I'm going to make these speeds a bit tougher now, so it's a bit more realistic. I'll add a bit of topspin. Good shot. Nice. Okay, so now we'll progress it, and it's 4 shots completely random. So it could be all backhands, all forehands, completely anything.
If you don't actually train like, I'm not, when I train, when I hit with friends, I'm not playing for my legs burning.
Yeah.
I'm not playing when I'm like gasping in between points like I was here.
Yeah.
It's a brutal sport, man.
It is brutal.
Oh, addicted to it though, so that's the issue that we have.
Yeah, no, of course, every day. As much as we can, really.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you inviting me down here to have a hit.
No, man, listen, you drove down here through your injury, so...
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I'm sorry I couldn't hit more.
No, we'll definitely... That's a good excuse for us to have, because now we know we have unfinished session of just like hitting and playing points. And
exactly. Next time I'll be hitting 100%. I'll be playing 100% and then we can get some points going.
We definitely should. A little amateur versus aspiring pro content will always do wonders. So.
Exactly. All right. Thank you, mate.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's get these balls up.
Yeah. has been a little while since that hit, and honestly it wasn't getting any better. I've been coaching but not hitting, literally just resting. Every time I wake up in the morning it's like the most painful thing. So I went and got it checked out, and basically it's obviously not a big crack in the ribs or something massive and obvious like that. It could essentially be a small fracture that is difficult to pick up through an x-ray. It could be strains of the intercostal muscles, or it could just be deep bruising of the bone basically. And what the doctor was essentially saying was that it doesn't really matter what one of those three things it is. It could be a combination. The time frame for each of them is about the same. So a safe guesstimate is essentially 6 weeks is what she said. Could be sooner, but also could be longer. Basically any truncal injury around here just takes ages, because every time you breathe, like even there, just like through that breath, like I'm getting a lot of pain in there. So then it's always just hindering the progress of the recovery. Like if you have a wrist and you can just rest it and you don't do much stuff to get the pain, then it will go quicker. But when you're always breathing, there's always movements that you're going to do where you get the pain. So yeah, hopefully it's not going to be as long as 6 weeks. But from everyone that I've spoken to who's had a similar sort of problem, they said that it's taken them a long time, so 6 weeks or so, which is a shame, because I had lots of tournaments lined out. It's like peak season for tournaments throughout the summer. A setback, but I feel like I'm past the annoyance and disappointment stage now, and it's just let's do what I can. Let's focus on some things that I can control, and let's make the most of a situation like this. There's going to be many more years to come. It's not an injury that's going to stop me playing tennis. It's just a bit of time away from the sport. At the moment, the only thing I can do in the gym is literally just like some wrist exercises and on the bike sitting up straight. So yeah, obviously I'm coaching still because it's my job, but I'm literally just having to feed either with my hands, right hand feeding, or bracket feeding, but keeping my chest in line pretty straight without much rotation. That's where I'm at. Hopefully I'll be able to rehab soon and get back into it, but there's not much you can do for rehab other than just resting. Not the best news for tournaments. I wanted to play a lot, had a lot lined up. It's the summer season, but as I said, time to focus on what I can control and come back stronger.